everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make this video dedicated to something that I had been struggling with for the past 5 months. For the past 5 months, I had been struggling with ITP, and for those of you that don't know what ITP is, it is the short version for thrombocytopenia. I think that's how you say it. And I just gotta say, I am not a specialist in this or any of that. I am just speaking from my experience and from what I know, what the doctors told me, what I researched. So ITP is when your blood platelet counts are really low. Your blood platelets are what is in your blood that helps your blood to clot. So basically in my blood there was a dangerously low amount of platelets. A normal platelet count ranges anywhere from 150,000 to 450,000. I'm looking at this paper because it's my lab results from all of my blood platelet work. My low platelets started back in September of 2018. I had 28,000 platelets in my blood, which is dangerously low. I had gone to the doctor in September and they were doing blood work. It came back that my blood platelets were very, very low. If I were to start bleeding internally, there would be no way for my blood to clot because I didn't have enough platelets in my body. In September, they told me my blood platelets were at 28,000 and I went to go see a blood specialist at that point because I was just seeing my general doctor and he suggested that I go to see a blood specialist. When my blood platelets were really low, that was the 5th of September 2018, and my blood platelets were at 96,000, so they had gone up a little bit, but still, you know, it's still under 100,000, which can still be dangerous if they keep dropping. They put me on steroids, and when I got on the steroids, they told me that the steroids would make me hungry and that they would possibly make me gain weight and make me have more energy so I wouldn't really sleep a lot. So while I was on the medication, I felt fine and you know, I kept taking them. It was a very strong dose of steroids. It was over a course of 4 days, 10 pills a day, which is crazy strong. And steroids are super terrible for your body. They don't do anything good for your body in the long runs. And after those 4 days, I went to go see the doctor. And when I got off of the steroids, that's when I got really, really sick because the steroids just caused a very negative effect on my body. I gained so much weight from the steroids. I did have a really, really strong appetite, so that's probably why I gained so much weight, is because the steroids would make me so hungry. Also, the steroids caused me to have a lot of acne, and I had never really struggled with acne, like severe acne, until I started taking the steroids. And once I got off of them, it was so hard for me to get my skin back under control. Once I got off the steroids, I couldn't get back to my normal sleeping schedule for a while, and that sucked so much. Once I got off of the steroids, September 10th, 2018, my blood platelet count was at 247,000, which is where I should be, so that was good. I was happy about that, but again, I was feeling very crappy. I wasn't feeling like myself after I took the steroids. I just felt awful. I actually ended up in the hospital after that. I got very sick and I went to the hospital because my blood pressure had dropped very, very low and the doctors couldn't get it back up. I was feeling super dizzy and nauseous all the time. When I first went into my general doctor, I had noticed a lot of bruising on my body, which is why they did all of the blood work on me, is because I had noticed a lot of bruising and there was these little red dots on my neck that I had never seen before. So that started to really worry me, and that's why I went to my general doctor and they suggested that we do blood work on me to see what was going on internally in my body. After I was on the steroids and they saw that my blood platelets were back to normal and I got out of the hospital and everything. I remember it was around December and I started noticing the red dots again, all on my neck. There was no bruising this time, but I did notice that there was the red dots again, and I was starting to get really worried again for myself. So I went to go see the blood specialist again in December 7th, 2018. Did blood work and my blood platelets had dropped again to 21,000. So at this point, I saw a different blood specialist that day, and he said that we needed to get on the steroid again. And I asked for different options because I didn't like the steroids at all, and I told them that the steroids didn't make me feel like myself, and my body just took a toll after I did all of that. So he said that the option would be to cut the dose in half that he gave me last time. So I was like, okay, let's just do it. This time it was 5 pills a day for 4 days again, but the side effects were still there. I got even more acne after that, and I started gaining a lot of weight. After I think my second dose of the steroids, I was probably at my heaviest that I had ever been. After the steroids, I felt drained. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay in bed. My energy was very low. I didn't have motivation to do anything, and that is not like me. And the second time I was on the steroid, did bump it up again to 238,000 platelets, and that was on the 13th of December 2018. The doctor said, I want to see you in a week again just to make sure that your blood platelets are not dropping even more, because it could get very dangerous if they are dropping really low really fast. I went back the 26th of December 2018 and my blood platelets were at 151,000. So they were dropping once again. 151,000 is not dangerously low yet. So they were like, okay, we're just gonna keep an eye on it. Hopefully they don't drop anymore. At this point, I was like doing everything I could. All of the home remedies that you find on the internet for ITP, I was doing them. I was doing smoothies. I changed my whole diet just to ensure that my blood platelets would not drop again. I did not want them to drop again. I did not want to take the steroids or anything like that. I went back January 21st, 2019, and I had been doing all of these smoothies and changing my diet and all of that. And I was like, okay, they could not have dropped anymore. They've got to be, you know, at a healthy rate. So they tested my blood and it came back that my blood platelets were at 103,000. They were dropping still, and I was so sad. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I lost hope for anything and for everything. I was like, my blood platelets are never gonna be healthy, and they're just always gonna be low, and like I'm always gonna feel crappy, and I'm always going to be feeling like this. And I just lost all hope. I remember after my appointment, I went home and cried so much. 103,000 wasn't at the range where they had to put me on the steroids if I didn't like want to. So I told them I didn't want the steroids, that I would just be back and see what my blood platelets were at again. About 9 days later, I went back to the doctor and my blood platelets were at 81,000. And yes, they kept dropping. At this point, the doctor was talking to me about possibly getting my spleen removed and getting surgery. When I was at 81,000 on the 30th of January 2019, the doctor said, okay, you need to go home, have a conversation with your parents, let them know that I need your spleen removed. That's the best option I have for you, because your blood platelets are just always going to keep dropping, and that's the solution at this point. They told me that what had caused my platelets to go down was an autoimmune thing. My immune system was trying to fight off different infections, and it was fighting off my platelets. My immune system was marking my platelets as defective, and it was kind of cleaning them out of my body. That is what they thought was causing myeloplatelet deficiency. So once I got home, I You know, it was very sad and everything. I looked online and I was like, there's got to be some natural remedy out there for people with low platelets. So I did so much research. While I was doing all of my research, I came across an article that said that papaya leaf extract was actually a really great natural remedy for low platelets. And I thought, where the heck am I going to get papaya leaf extract? Like, how am I going to get that into my body? I started doing a lot of research into papaya leaf extract. I came across a website called herbalpapaya.com. Came across these little guys, and this is papaya leaf extract, and they are capsules. It's about $60 per bottle. You get 1 month's worth in here. This is what they look like. So they are pretty big. These, you basically take them one at night and one in the morning. They had such amazing reviews from people who had low platelets that were taking these, and they were talking about how they were so grateful for this product because their blood platelets had gone up significantly since taking these capsules. When I saw this, I was like, you know, what have I got to lose? I've tried everything, so I'm just gonna do it. You know, I bought a bottle. It did take a while for the bottle to get to my house. I think it took about 2 weeks and a half. So when these arrived to my house, I was super excited for them, mainly because of the reviews that it had. So I started taking them for about 2 weeks. I went back to the blood specialist February 25th, 2019, and my blood platelets went up to 116,000, which was super awesome. I remember I went into the doctors thinking I was just going to get out of there with super bad news, and they were going to tell me that my blood platelets were again at like 21,000 or whatever. After like all of my struggle and everything, going in there and hearing that my blood platelets were going up was like one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. It was all thanks to these guys, because I was just taking these and they really did help, and it wasn't a matter of 2 weeks. So of course I kept taking them. The doctor was even surprised after looking at my history of low platelets, and this is actually my 3rd bottle now. I'll probably always take these because I don't have any side effects with them, which is great. That's the best part. When I went in to see him, I was about halfway through 1 bottle, which I was at 116,000 platelets, and he said, I want to see you again once you finish 1 bottle, just to make sure that your blood platelets are healthy and that are not causing any damage to any other parts of your body. So I went back April 4th, 2019, and my blood platelets were at 164,000, which was incredible because they had gone to what they needed to be in as little as a month and some days. So I was super happy. I really got to thank it all to this product. It saved me from getting surgery. It saved me from having to take those awful steroids again. So this product is so great. I would highly recommend it to anybody. Definitely check them out. Share this video with your friends, family. You never know what somebody could be struggling with, and we can help each other out. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to my channel, I would hope that you would stick around and subscribe for more of my videos. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.